If you read the title of this video, you already know my second writing hack for succeeding at NaNoWRIMO, and it's pretty basic, but pretty hard. Comparison is the thief of joy. You can always find somebody who's doing better than you, but that actually takes away from the incredible things that you are doing yourself. And the funniest part is that there are probably people comparing themselves to you. And it's so weird that we do this, and it's so unhelpful to our writing career. If I can tell you anything today, it is that comparison will stunt your growth as an author. Don't do it. I remember when I was first starting out, I compared myself to other authors a lot. I remember thinking, I wish I had a published book. I wish that I had gotten to, such and such draft. I wish I was done writing this. I wish. But the comparisons paralyzed me. And I think it's because they make you feel like you're not good enough. And if you're not good enough, then why would you even try? You know what I mean? So I feel like comparisons literally will hold us back from our dreams. They will keep us stagnant. They will keep us from accomplishing the exact things that we want to do so badly that we're comparing ourselves to. I just want to validate you today that you are good enough right where you are, and that everybody starts somewhere. Like every single person that you're comparing yourself to was in your shoes once. If you don't have a published book, neither did they. I don't even think I really need to say anything else about just how toxic comparisons can be, because I think you guys, if you're anything like me, you felt it and you know just how much they bring discontentment and how much they paralyze you. But how can we fight them? That is the thing that I want to talk about today, is a couple ways that you can fight comparisons and stop them in their tracks. Before I get into it, I just want to mention that all of these tips have to do with retraining your brain. So it's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be something that you just switch over to. It's going to take practice, and it's going to take being very intentional about it, but it can be done. The first step is to not even allow those thoughts any brain time. You need to stop them in their tracks. You do not want to be dwelling on these negative, just jealous, comparisonitis type things. You need to cut them out completely. I am talking like if you catch yourself thinking it, literally switch to something else, completely drop it. Don't even let yourself finish the thought. I know it sounds weird, and I know that when we are in a negative place, we like to kind of wallow in it. I think that's human nature, is to kind of just like, oh, I wish. But you need to cut those thoughts out, and I mean be really, really harsh with yourself. Be really strict about it. Do not let yourself think those things anymore. And the second step is equally important, because I guarantee you that if you don't replace the negative thoughts with positive ones, then the negative ones will keep creeping back in. So the second step is to replace those negative thoughts and ideas with positive ideas. And I'm going to give you a couple examples. There's a lot of different things you can do to retrain your brain, but one of the most basic ways that I like to do this is to take those negative thoughts that paralyze you and turn them into something exciting that motivates you. So like, instead of, I wish that I had a published book, you can turn it into, I cannot wait until I have a published book. If they can do it, I can do it. I would encourage you guys to actually write these things down. First, write down like the lie that you might be believing, and then write down the truth that you want to replace it with, the positive. And then every time that you're starting to feel that lie, you know exactly what you're supposed to say to yourself. You know exactly how to replace it. And again, I wish this was easy, but it's going to be a process of like even just first of all, catching yourself, even catching those thoughts and realizing that they're happening all the time. And then, getting to that next place where you start stopping them, and then getting to the next stage where you start replacing them. It's going to take practice. It's going to take work. And I encourage you to be really intentional about it, because it's going to change so much. And sometimes you might need a little bit more than just, adding in a new thought. You might need to actually sit down and dwell on the positive things. So a couple cool ways that you could do that are to make a gratitude list. I'm sure you guys have heard of these before, but basically you just list out everything that you're thankful for, that you have, so that you're focusing on what you do have instead of what you don't have, if that makes sense. And then another kind of list that's really cool is actually, I think it's called the celebration list, but basically you look at a period of time, whether it's a month or a couple months or a year, and you list out all the things that you have accomplished that you can celebrate. And again, it's about you. It's about the good things that you have done, and just dwelling on that for a good period of time and listing out really detailed all the things that you've accomplished that you can celebrate is going to be amazing. So if you ever catch yourself and you're really, really having a hard time, then you can sit down and maybe make some lists and really spend quality time dwelling on the positive things and retraining your brain like that. And my last tip is really just a reminder that there is no one worth comparing to besides yourself. If you compare to anybody else, you're not going to feel good enough. You're going to feel paralyzed and discontent. However, it can be helpful, depending on your personality, to compare to yourself. And that is because typically if we are motivated, hardworking people, and I think you guys are, then you will actually be encouraged when you compare to yourself. For example, in my case, when I first started out as a brand new writer, being able to write 100 words in a writing session was huge for me. So then now, fast forward about 2-ish years, almost exactly 2 years since I really got serious about this. And I could generally write like 2,000 words, maybe 1,500 to 2,000 in that same period of time, because I've grown as a writer and I've put a lot of time and effort and work into this. So what I'm trying to say is, if you compare to yourself, it's going to feel amazing. But if you compare to other people, like if I, instead of comparing to myself and feeling amazing, if I compare to that person that I know who can write 5K in a session, I'm going to feel bad. You can see how it's ridiculous to, like, if you compare to somebody else, nobody is in the exact spot on your journey that you are at. And you just have to live in your journey instead of somebody else's. Anyway, I'm going to stop because I think you guys get the idea, and I feel like, I hope I'm making sense. And please leave a comment if this makes sense to you and if this helped you at all. I'd really like to know, because this is a passion of mine for sure. Do not compare yourself to other writers, only compare to yourself. And anyway, I just really hope this helped you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and ring the bell to be notified every time I have a video coming out. Just a reminder, I will have a video coming out every single day this week and next week for the release of Pearl's Number. And to celebrate the release, Evelyn's Number, the first book in the series, is on sale all the way up to the release date. So go grab a copy. All the links are below. What else? Oh, I have a giveaway still going on. I will put the picture right here so you can check it out, where you can win a signed paperback copy of Evelyn's Number or Pearl's Number, or a Kindle based on one of the books, or a $10 Amazon gift card. The winner gets to choose what they want, and the entry is pre-ordering Pearl's Number. So again, all the links and the information for the giveaway are below. Everything is below. Okay, I'm getting a little loopy, so I'll talk to you guys again soon. I hope you have a great week. Bye!